quick announcement. One of the audio files was corrupted when we recorded. We don't know what that means, but we're definitely going to court. So we had to use audio straight from the Zoom computer. So it's going to sound more like you're on the phone with us. But we love this episode so much. Enjoy!
Sup, gigglers?
Gary, fix the Wi-Fi.
Manifest that shit.
We can't be managed. I mean, the day just got away from me.
What is up, my grade A gigglers?
Oh, wow. I just used that term the other day, but I called someone a grade A asshole. Not to their face, obviously, but.
Wait, I love that. Is that a milk reference? Is that where I got it from?
Grade A? No, I think that's a meat reference.
Regardless, it'll give me a stomach ache.
That's not a reference to what we did in school.
Absolutely not. That requires being able to read.
My mom told a story the other day and she was like, and I went into the principal and I said, I'm proud that Paige is a C student, that she's average. And I was like, never tell this fucking story again.
She's on commercials being like, my daughter was a C student and now she's a reality TV star. Yours can too. And now she could put sets together that come together when you buy them.
Listen, don't tell people that.
I had a chaotic Bravo weekend.
Yeah, what happened?
So I got an invite to Jill's luxury charity luncheon. She like works with a lot of businesses and they put together really beautiful like displays, like gorgeous food. Mm-hmm. There is food, there is drink, but no one's sitting down. It's like
a cocktail party.
Yes.
But in the day.
Okay. But in the day, they got a little DJ. I was wearing a very nice floral dress. Everyone goes, did Paige pick it out for you?
You
internally.
And Craig should have some sort of like support group where you could wear that.
Like actually, and sometimes I'll be like, yes, actually she did. Okay, let's move on. Everything was fun. And then towards the end, like Bravo bullshit drama was like coming from inside the
event.
Inside the house.
Was this when Jill said like Tamara's coming back and then Tamara like wrote like fuck you on Instagram?
Dude, Allie runs up to me and Allie is the sweetest, smartest, cute. I'm obsessed with her. And she comes up to me and she's like, everyone's cursing out my mom. And I was like, what's happening? I'll help you. And she's like, I think it's really bad. And I'm like, it can't be that bad. Your mom's literally like not doing anything. I was just talking to her. She's literal angel. I get in the car and it's Tamara, sorry.
I forget that you're not like a Housewives. You never really watched Housewives.
I know, I haven't. I know enough, but Tamara's like, Jill, you're a fucking thirsty ass bitch.
Like, it was like, wait, what? Then Jill did a video and she was like, I literally read it online and just like said it online. She was like, I don't have information, but it was also like true. Like she is going back.
And it's okay. I do have to say I'm biased because I know Jill and I don't know Tamara, and Tamara I know is like amazing. She's done great things for the Bravo universe, but it was harsh.
Really harsh. Okay. I think that if you're over the age of 12 and you're like a cast member on a show, if you're writing mean things about another cast member on Instagram, you should double up on therapy.
I didn't understand what was going on because she's calling Jill thirsty because she's mad that she couldn't put out the announcement herself to get attention. Like I didn't get
it either. No, it made zero sense.
Because basically she's calling Jill thirsty for making the announcement because she wanted to make the announcement, which sounds like this is what I want to make a stop to because I dealt with it on my show. I dealt with it on other shows. Stop coming at people for saying they want attention or they're thirsty. We all want attention on reality TV.
Right. There's no wallflower on reality TV. Let's just call that.
You do it for attention. I guess I'm also a little upset because I had Jill on Burning in Hell. You guys should listen to the episode. And I got to know her a little deeper. And that everyone
normal ass like mom.
She's literally the sweetest mom. Hilarious. But also people call her thirsty because she got kicked off her show that she was an OG on. Because like she had beef with Bethany, and then like because some people might think she might want to be back on Bravo, that's thirsty. I'm sorry, no one's calling Dorinda thirsty when Dorinda like wants to be back on the show.
Right.
So like I just don't understand people coming at Jill for being thirsty. This is a Jill Stan podcast.
Also, like the day that Bravo fires me, I will, guys, I am silently slipping into the night. You'll never see me again. You'll never be able to find me. I have moved, gotten married, had kids, opened a cafe. Like I am. See ya. Fucking see ya.
That's
like,
what Ashley I on The Bachelor did. Her and Jared got married, moved to Rhode Island or someplace, opened a coffee shop, and she got pregnant.
I say fucking shit. That sounds delightful.
And she still posts on Instagram occasionally, but it just sounds lovely. Allie was just like, we haven't had to deal with this in so long. And you go from like your normal life to then being right back in the middle of the Bravo war zone.
It's really only a war zone because like you're doing it in front of millions of people who are like on the internet. Like whenever Lisa Rinna like posts on her story like about drama, like totally like write it like at people, I'm like, yo, you gotta be a different kind of nutty to do that. Like you really do. Like if you're going on a Bravo account and commenting negative about one of your cast members, bro, you need to go on Indeed.com and get a fucking job because that's insane.
And this podcast is sponsored by Indeed. No, but like
talk shit on your podcast like a normal person. You'll never catch me commenting, being like, no.
Oh my Lord. Wait, you said something pretty disturbing about Craig in the notes.
Hannah Lucy Burner. The other day, as a normal New Yorker, I'm standing in my kitchen, I'm eating a bagel. I said, wow, this is the best fucking bagel I've ever had in my life. Craig looks at me dead in the eye and goes, that tastes like every bagel you've ever had. And I go, okay, sir.
I would have thrown the everything bagel, lightly toasted with sky and cream cheese, in his face.
I was like, it's 10 a.m. Why don't you chill the fuck out? And then he proceeds with fighting words and he goes, yeah, all bread tastes the same, really. I go, now I have to leave in the middle of the night.
Paige literally writes in the notes, Craig thinks all bread tastes the same. I'm going to blink twice when I need you to rescue me. WTF. Oh, thank you, baby. Des brought me some coffee. Thank you, babe.
Ooh, coffee?
Not needed. I'm going to go right to the bathroom after this. Okay.
So the man doesn't, I've actually rarely ever seen him eat bread. And so then so he says this to me on like a Wednesday morning and I'm just like rethinking.
How you mark the date? You're like, the date?
Yeah, because I couldn't.
He said to me.
You know how they say girls mentally break up before they do it physically? I mentally broke up with him that morning. I was like, this is crazy.
You're done.
You're done. The next day we go to Albany. We're at my parents' house. My mom had made breakfast. She made croissants with ham and cheese, like toasted. So fucking good. The man scarfed them down. I go, that's interesting. Pretty sure that's fucking bread that you're eating. And he was like, yeah, but like this one's really good. And usually I don't like eat bread when I'm inside the country. And I just go,
wait,
out of my house. Literally, get the fuck out of my house and never speak to me again. Could you imagine saying that to someone? I don't eat bread in this country. I hate you.
Not to defend Craig, but when you don't live in New York City, like the bagels don't hit the same.
That's true.
Like bagels in other places literally just seem like someone like put white bread and like smushed it together. And
he like ordered me pizza one time in Charleston and I threw up. I was like,
so I feel bad that he has not.
Moral of the story, we feel bad.
We feel bad for him. It's truly sad. I mean,
we recognize the less fortunate and we will do everything in our power to help.
But I hate that he pretends that it's because his taste buds are like so worldly when it's like, no.
Been to France twice. Fuck off.
Craig, Miami's not out of the country. Okay, but I have to say, has he had sourdough before? Like all bread's not created equal. Like sourdough,
I would love to quiz him on like the breads. Like, I don't think he even, if I put a ciabatta roll in front of him, I don't think he'd be able to be like, that's ciabatta, which is a real problem for me.
I know you can't read, but like it's more disturbing that he can't understand what a bread is. What about challah bread? Has he ever had challah bread?
I'd rather be illiterate than not know the difference between a fucking challah bread.
Does he like not like French toast? I'm sorry, this is like my passion in life, so I have like a lot of follow-up questions. He doesn't
man asks for eggs and bacon, no toast. I go, what is the vessel?
Okay, well, this is also the problem. In Italian culture, like a meal is not complete unless you dip. You got to use the bread as a vessel to dip whatever sauce. Does he eat mussels without bread?
Without bread. But here's the thing, when you're out to dinner with him, bread basket's yours, bitch.
True.
You don't have to worry about anything.
True. You're like, no, he's guzzling beer, so it kind of evens out. Did you tell him that beer is a carb?
Yeah.
Does all beer taste this? Actually, all beer tastes the same. I'm going to say that to him. It actually does.
No, it literally does. It all tastes like warm piss. And like, that's how you want your gluten. I'll take my gluten a different way.
Does he eat salad and like not eat the croutons?
Have I ever seen Craig eat a salad?
Does he eat?
No, he doesn't eat croutons. No.
Does he eat like hot dogs and hamburgers without the buns?
No, I mean, he's not like a straight up cereal.
Has he ever had like a pretzel?
Loves pretzels.
Like a big pretzel with mustard?
Yeah, loves that.
Okay. Focaccia.
I don't think I've ever seen him eat focaccia. That's scary. No, like saying it out loud. You know when you're in an abusive relationship and you're like, oh my God, saying it out loud, it's really scary. I'm getting scared.
Does he have tea without the crumpets? Wait, can you do a confessional in Love Island right now, finding out your boyfriend eats tea without the crumpets?
I just feel like an absolute mug. Like, I have mug written on my forehead because I thought that we had great banter and like everything was going smooth, and now I just feel mugged off, and I'm just sad about it, I guess. I don't know.
You leave Bravo, dye your hair, get a little bit of plastic surgery, and reemerge as a fake British person on Love Island.
The other day, Greg was like, why don't we just go on Love Island? I go, do you know what Love Island is? He goes, no, but you love it. I go, okay, it's for single people to go and like find their person. And he goes, oh, okay, yeah. Honestly, though, when I heard that Sarah Hyland is now the host of Love Island US, part of me died inside because I was like, fuck, I would be so good at hosting Love Island because I fucking love it.
Okay, we're putting it out in the universe. She can't do it forever.
You can't do it forever, but like I do love her and I think she's going to be great at it, but I don't watch US. I only...
Okay, Craig.
Sorry.
I only watch Love Island out of the country.
I was watching Love Island on Hulu and I thought they were putting on like all the new episodes, and then I realized they weren't. So I had to like illegally download my VPN, and now I'm caught up with the other Brits. Like,
I love how you're so afraid of tax evasion when like you're going to jail for all your illegal VPN downloads.
Fucking come at
Were you a Napster bitch? LimeWire? Yeah. Were you ever afraid the police was gonna come and get you for LimeWire?
No, it's my parents' computer. I don't know.
No, my parents would get arrested. Oh my God. Okay, we have like insane front page news, but right before we have so much going on and some great documentaries, but first I just have some mental health stuff. Mental health moment number 1. I learned this probably on TikTok this week, and I wanted to tell the gigglers, you don't have control over your first thought, but you do have control of the second. Isn't that beautiful?
Okay, wait. So like when something happens, okay, wait.
Nothing even has to happen. You know when you just get an intrusive thought, like you're a lazy bitch.
Yeah.
You can immediately trust that thought and lean into it and give it energy. Or you could say that was the first thought. We don't know where it came from or how, but I'm choosing for my second thought to be with love and to move away from it. So
you go back to sleep.
Or your first thought is you're a failure.
I get that thought all the time.
And then your second thought could be, yeah,
balcony
you are.
is
This is horrible. Exactly. But once you understand that you can't control your first thoughts, but you can control your second thought, life can change for you.
That's a really good mental health moment. I'm going to try that.
Yeah. The second one is like relationship focused, and it's a little depressing. It's by Dr. Venus Nicolino. Sounds like a nice Italian doctor.
Mm-hmm.
She said that marriage was invented by men for men. And she said that statistically, when men are in marriages, their like health is better, they're happier. But then women, when they're in marriages, they make less money, they're more tired, and a lot of them are less happy.
I said to Greg the other day, I said, I don't know if any of your other girlfriends were strong enough to say this to you, but I'm going to say it. Of fucking work. You're a lot of work. Like, it's true. I'm exhausted by the end of the day. Think about it.
You go from like, if you're a single woman, you have your work, you focus on your work, you do your thing. Once you get married, you're taking care of like a lot of stuff. You have a child, so it ruins like your job during that time. Like, it's just like a lot.
You also do it things like innately because like, okay, perfect example. The other day I had a bunch of work shit I had to do, and Craig was at my apartment and he needed to go to Macy's, get an outfit, and then we needed to drive to Albany. So like, I was like, hey, okay, time for you to go to Macy's, get an outfit. Then he came back with like all of these things. Then I had to pick out what he was actually wearing. Then I was like, make sure you pack your shoes.
Dude,
then I had to go through the checklist.
The universe is coming for you.
And I'm just like, this is a lot of work.
You know who's laughing? Do you know who's laughing somewhere?
Perry.
Yep. Perry's like in Miami tanning right now, just fucking laughing that you're taking care of someone.
Like, I'm the one in charge in this relationship. He's somewhere just being like, you stupid bitch.
You're telling Craig to wake up. But I do have to do a shout out to the not Bravo Housewives, just housewives in general. And I feel like the term housewife is like kind of demeaning, but like, I just want to say, and I said this on TikTok, I feel like women who take care of the home for their family have such a harder job than the person who has a 9-to-5. Paige, have you ever had a 9-to-5?
One time in my life.
How much work did you actually do in that 9-to-5?
I almost got fired every single day because I was like, this is stupid.
Show up to work, scroll your Instagram. 9-to-5, you're not you're talking shit at the water fountain. Also, if you mess up, it's not your company.
Not a shocker. I was the office gossip. I mean, I knew everything.
You're like, cute outfits, good side combos. That was what I brought to the table. But like, if you mess up, it's someone else's company that you're fucking up. Or what? You get a new job, big whoop. If you're a housewife and you mess up, your family starves.
Literally, someone could die.
If you're not taking care of the house, you could get asbestos.
Literally.
Like, and also, do you understand, like your own apartment? Imagine having a family, how much you have to clean. Like, it never ends. You eat, you clean. You do laundry, you clean.
Of my household, I can't even keep up with myself because I'm like, how do I, this 115 pound, that's a lie, small girl, have to take the trash out twice a day? What am I throwing away?
Don't get me started about the trash. Don't get me started. This is the problem. Sometimes trash is really heavy too. Like, I took out the trash today, humble brag, and like I almost tripped down the stairs and broke a neck.
Here's the other thing. Craig refuses to take out my trash because the trash compactor scares him. I go, you can't fit in it. What do you think? You're going to shove yourself down the trash compactor?
Wait, he's a literal dog.
Literal?
He's a little, like, you know the dogs that like slipped once on the wood floor, so now they refuse to walk on the wood floor? So they have to be on the rug at all times. You have to pick them up to go over the wood floor. Wait.
Put it in the room. Put it in the trash room. Just throw it in there.
Wait, what does he think it's going to do? Like, an arm's going to come out and pull him in?
He just doesn't like it. He doesn't understand the trash compactor. I'm like, it's just a chute for like the trash to all go to one place. No one like works in the trash compactor that's gonna be like yelling at you.
Okay. Or Craig is just a literal genius and has found the most insane excuses so he doesn't have to do shit. But I was scared of, and you're gonna be scared too, of the garbage compactor for a couple weeks after you get engaged. When I like first got my ring, and you're like you're putting all the stuff in, and I just was like, oh my god, imagine, like I had an intrusive thought, like imagine if this ring fell down the garbage.
You could go get it. You'd be able to figure that out.
I mean, it would be like 2 hours out of my day that I didn't want to waste searching for my ring. So yeah, that is our mental health moments of the day. Stay single, stay away from garbage compactors.
Literally, no trash, no man.
Let's do some fucking front page news. It's so much, but I'm ready to go hard. Like I have opinions, I have shit to say.
What should we start with? Let's just start with Jenny from the block.
Okay.
I'm very, very happy that they did a Vegas wedding.
I'm very happy too. It feels right.
I feel like if she had done like this big extravaganza with like a tent and paparazzi flying over it, it would have just felt it would have felt very forced to me. I'm extremely happy that it was just a Vegas wedding, and I thought she looked great.
It was kind of, I don't know if I didn't really see any like really done up photos. I thought it was kind of chic that you just saw like kind of like some selfies and some like
behind the scene type
exactly. I love that. And low-key, I was a little jealous because would I elope in a second life? Maybe.
I was just going to say that. If you had to do a second marriage, would you ever do a second wedding?
I would do like 20 people. I also...
No, this is all pending, like, Des goes back to his first family. This is
if his first family like finds out about us, because they don't listen to Giggly Squad yet. We're trying. That's why we do the podcast every single week. But I also really did not I didn't love the attention of the wedding.
Really?
Yeah, like I didn't like that
the day of?
Like if you said, Hannah, would you rather the day of your Netflix special or your wedding Netflix special every day?
I see that.
It was an amazing memory. It was so fun, but like it goes by so quick and you're like,
I know. I do really feel that weddings have changed so much, like just in like the last 4 years.
Like I could have looked gorgeous, gone to like really classy to the courthouse, had a professional photographer, had my parents there, and sent everyone the photos.
Okay, what a great motherfucking segue into Emily Ratajkowski.
Is that how you say her name?
I don't know. That's why I said it really fast.
Okay, I had some tea.
You do?
About this beforehand.
Okay.
Someone who knows her told me months ago that they met her, and the first thing they said to me about her was, that bitch hates her husband.
I bet. I'm going to tell you why I've always been weary of their relationship. A couple things. One, she's so much prettier than him.
We don't want to attack looks here. We don't want to attack looks.
It's not about looks, but it's very much about looks. No,
why is it giving like Lala Randall vibes?
It's giving a little Lala Randall Emmett vibes. Here's why I always was like thought something was amiss. Emily was dating a guy before her husband that she was with for a very long time. They lived together. We won't even get in on his looks. She obviously goes for personality, which kudos to her.
Was he successful?
He was like artsy. I don't know like what he actually did, but I remember like always looking at Instagram pictures of them, and she was with this guy for a really long time. It was like wham bam in your face. They broke up. She had a new boyfriend. Oh my God, now she's married. Oh my God, now they're having a baby. I felt like the timeline from her ending this very serious relationship to then getting married in a courthouse, like out of nowhere, then having a baby felt very like quick and very like What's the word I'm looking for?
Not rush, but like, did you heal from your last relationship?
Correct.
Especially when you're like running the world, like take a second to reflect on like how well you're doing yourself and like ready to level up emotionally. I love a good break after a deep relationship to like reassess who you are.
And she's young. I mean, she's our age, I think, right? She might be younger than us.
She might be. I
think she's actually exactly my age. I think she's 29.
I love that take page because I actually haven't heard that take anywhere else on the internet. I did hear people saying like, not only is he like, I mean, yeah, he's not like traditionally handsome. I mean, he's cute, but he was like a producer on Uncut Gems, but like he really wasn't.
Oh, and she's 31.
She's 31. He didn't have a lot going on, and then he met her, and kind of the theory of like, oh, now that he's something, if he could get her, he could get anyone. But I also feel like all these cheating things, sorry, we have some visitors. These cheating things, it's never, everyone tries to be like
that, like such a wife. Oh, I'm so sorry. We have visitors.
We have people over. We have company. And I'm like, I have my podcast. Sorry, you can take care of everyone. I'm the working mom. So basically, these dudes, like, they don't cheat on girls. It doesn't matter if you're pretty, if you're successful, it doesn't matter. It's them. They're going to cheat on anyone. Cheating has nothing to do with who you are. I once said that to a therapist. I was like, I'm afraid, you know, what if he cheats on me? I said this when I was like younger. And she goes, well, that has nothing to do with you. So you have nothing to worry about. And that was very empowering.
At this point in my life, I wish someone would try. Fucking wish someone would try to cheat on me. I would love it.
Well, the good thing about being slightly, you know, in the public eye is like, unless the girl's like really in on hiding it, but the second he turns on her, you know, it's on page 6.
It's also like, okay, that's a great example, especially being in the public eye. How much of a douchebag do you have to be to think that you're not going to get caught and then embarrass? Not only are you cheating on your wife, but now you're going to cause her like public humiliation.
No, because cheaters are cheaters. It's a lot of them have like real addictions. It's a real addiction. It's like when you're telling someone like stop drinking and then they don't drink and then they drink again and it like bad things happen. You're like, why the fuck would you drink? Because it's not logical. Cheaters actually, a lot of them have like sex addiction or like attention addiction, love addiction. Like Tristan Thompson, hello?
The man's unwell.
Wait, now apparently there's a rumor last night he was like with someone.
He was like in Santorini or somewhere in Greece. With,
was that a joke?
He was holding her hand walking down the street. It's like, sir, you have 87 children. They're looking for their fucking dad. Like, go home. He was like, I can't have the bread in America. I have to go to Greece.
Speaking of 87 children, I'm actually now, Nick Cannon has become really problematic. At first I was like, okay, like spread your seed, but now I realize he's trying to create a commune.
Spread your seed.
He's trying to create a full like football team.
Here's the other thing. How does Nick Cannon get booked for all these fucking jobs? Nick Cannon has like a talk show. It was on TV the other day. I go, who the fuck is watching this? Who's watching this?
Dude, Nick Cannon, I mean, he's crazy talented, but like, I'm telling you, he's trying to be a cult leader and have all like tons of children everywhere to like spread his, I don't know. But I'm scared.
I think if he had never married Mariah and had kids with her, he would have not been as famous as he is right now.
True. I do want girls to think, especially because the Gigglers are very successful. I'm very naive. Like, I always think a guy likes me because of my great ass. But I've learned in the past, sometimes guys actually do want to use you. And then you feel, if he's hot, you're like, actually, I love that. He wants me. And you don't care what the reason is. But the truth is, that's some shady shit.
Guys are just as much gold diggers as women are.
For sure.
I have met some of the most clout chasey guys I ever in my lifetime. And I'm just like,
And at first you're like, oh wait, this means I have clout, and you like it, and then you go, wait, no, I'm attracting the bottom feeders of the world.
I was like, am I a rich man? That I am attracting a gold digger, like clout chaser.
Because my thing is, it's fun, but like, let's stop giving these men anything they don't deserve. Like, that dude did not deserve Emily Ratajkowski and the life that she put together and created around herself. She elevated that man, and I'm glad that she's like done.
I love when a really hot, successful woman gets single, because immediately you just like run through the list of people like, oh my God, who is she gonna date next? Like, who is going to scoop her up and like make her life lovely and like love her the way she deserves?
It is exciting, but also yeah, she also has a family, which is why it's sad. Nikki,
I would love for her to stay single for a little.
Yeah. Nikki Glazer, she has a new special out on HBO. We love it's called
I love her outfit.
Good Clean Filth. Yeah, she looked amazing.
I texted her. I was like, sick outfit.
Sick outfit. Okay, you've never texted that to me. Anyway, so she has this joke where
that's not true either. That is not true. I shop your Amazon page.
Did you get anything? You're a fucking liar. Because when you get a cat, you're gonna be all up on my Amazon ship.
You do an Amazon Live and just do things from your Amazon page to see if
we pitch that for the producers. They're gonna be like, hold on one sec. We're getting it absolutely never. You're fired. You're actually fired. Don't come back ever. And tell Hannah that's bad for our brand that she has an Amazon storefront, and we're gonna have to take that down.
Amazon just deletes your storefront. I don't know what happened. Get off Amazon. Bye. Amazon Live together though. That'd be fucking hilarious.
I'm down whenever. It would be hilarious. Yeah. I'll model for you. Paige like picked Sierra to do like tennis modeling once, and I was like,
oh my God, did that hurt your feelings? I never even asked.
I actually didn't know till later on because I wasn't watching the show, and then I was like, oh, so I should have been mad at her 6 months ago, and now I'm not allowed to be because it was 6 months ago. But I was. I never was, but I would have been. You also said that Sierra randomly talked Italian to an Uber driver.
Oh my God. I was on the phone with her one day, and she was getting out of the Uber, and she goes, grazie. And I go, Sierra, you're literally on 47th Street.
She goes, I only speak English when I'm out of America.
She goes, I don't know why I just did that. You ever do something and you just like immediately hate yourself? You're like, why do I?
You know what's so funny? It's always me just leaving cabs. That's always when you do something. When you're leaving, it's the most awkward time of my life.
It's so awkward saying bye to your Uber driver.
I go, love you. I'm always like saying goodnight when it's the morning. I say you too when it's a flight.
Whenever they say like 5 stars something, I always go, okay, yeah, you too. But I'm like, I don't know.
So Nikki Glazer's joke was that a lot of women in Hollywood date guys who are like uglier than them. And everyone just assumes that's like normal.
I don't even think that's just Hollywood.
Yeah. But then when a girl is dating a guy that's hotter than her, everyone's like, that man is gay.
For sure.
Except I do have to say, I think Des is hotter than me.
I don't.
But he said because he's old, it evens out. But I think he's traditionally hotter than me.
I don't see that. I think you're actually a very well-matched couple.
So we're both ugly. You said that in a way that was like, you're good for each other's level.
You guys make sense together.
I do have to say, when I first heard about your taste in men, I was insulted.
That I like short, fat, hairy men?
Yeah. I was like, why? Because I would go for like the most obnoxious hot guys. And you had no interest, zero interest.
I generically don't like hot men.
Well, a lot of their personalities are just brutal. But this is the funniest thing. Craig has literally won the award for Bravo's hottest man.
I know. No, Craig has won that award so many years. Then I feel like he started dating me, and I don't like cut him down. Like I very much build him up, but
Mhm.
but I also cut him down. I'm just real with him. I really say to him all the time, I'm like, I just don't think you've had a girlfriend who's ever been real with you. I'm like, that looks stupid. Don't wear that. Like, you're stupid.
Des will say that to me, but he'll be like, you're dressing like a 16-year-old. And I'm like, but that's what's in right now.
What is Dez's style? Does Des have like that like a European style, or do you think he is more like an American guy style?
He definitely has like European style because he's been there since he was 14. It's like all his clothes are like the brands are all.
This is a very important question.
Mm-hmm.
What is Dez's go-to shoe? The shoe that he wears the most often?
Oh my God, good question. Well, he has like. Do I even know my husband?
Are you even married? Did you even sign the paper?
No, he has these like nice dress shoes that he wears for stand-up.
Okay.
And he has these like white, not like too crispy white, but like.
Let me simplify it for you. It's a Saturday morning. Des has to go run some errands. Which shoes does he put on?
Oh, he's putting on like sneakers.
Good. Okay.
So Des has he only has two sides to him. He's wearing like legit sweatpants and a sweatshirt, shorts, and he wears a lot of like golf shirts just because he golfs a lot. Like he'll go to sleep wearing a golf shirt sometimes, which
they're like soft, they're comfortable. I get that.
Yeah, but I mean a collared shirt to bed, it's whatever. But
a little scary.
Yeah, let's not.
What is a board meeting gonna break out in the middle of the
night? Like, are you gonna fire me in bed? Like, what's happening? But then when we're going anywhere, he always looks better than me. Like one of my friends was talking behind my back, but in a funny way, to another friend. And they were like, I don't understand how Hannah's so ratchet and Des is so put together. But he will ask me his outfits before going to the cellar to perform. Like, it's really cute.
I will also give Des this compliment. Des looks good in a fucking suit.
So that's his thing. Most comics dress like they're like in the hallway with a backpack at their high school. Like they dress like they're teenagers, even if they're like 37-year-old men. He dresses really nice.
Tailors his suits, very European.
Yes.
That I appreciate.
So they're all from Europe, all his suits and stuff. He wore a tagliatelle, whatever. It sounds like a pasta, but whatever, to the wedding with like the nice velvet. What?
Was it Brunello Cucinelli?
No, tagliatelle. Whatever. It sounded fancy, but he wears these like suits. He he never wears like a white button down, and he wore it the other day, and I was like obsessed with him. I'm like, you look like you own a yacht.
Yeah. I love that.
He has good style, and he lets me be me, but I think because he's older, occasionally he doesn't like when I dress too Y2K, because he's like, it looks like I'm babysitting you right now. Like, you look like my daughter. And I'm like, that's just what you're gonna have to deal with.
Like, and you're like, do I still have to call you daddy in public? I think we should also do a YouTube video where we're secretly just embarrassing Des out in public. You can see how he reacts.
Our like third date, we went to this pizza place, and the first time you decide to pay for something.
Yeah.
So I always do it at like the cheapest place, like coffee, a bagel. We go to the pizzeria, and I go, babe, I got this. Even though he's already like pay for me, play golf, whatever bullshit. Yeah. I got this. And he smiles, and I order, and then I look at the guy and I go, he always makes me pay. And I give him the credit card. But also,
I've been out with Craig before and like ordered a salad and been like, my boyfriend thinks I'm fat.
But this is the thing, those are tests. If he doesn't laugh, like, bye, go away.
Because our love language really is trolling.
Like being so fucking mean.
Yeah. And
embarrassing each other.
Laugh about it.
Yeah. Oh my God. Oh, one more thing about Emrata. Someone told me if you Google her apartment, it's really cool maximalist style. And she was doing it like years before it was cool. I think we don't give enough credit to like how good her aesthetic is.
She has a great aesthetic. I also think she has a very good like personal style.
Yes.
Like some of the outfits I've seen her like walk her dog in, I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah, because my thing is everyone talks about like Hailey Bieber has great style, and she does, but like why don't people talk about Emrata having good style? Is it just like their publicists?
I think it's partly like their publicist, and also I feel like Emily is one of those celebrities that she got so famous from like one event, which was that music video, which in reality was extremely traumatizing for her. And I feel like she got so famous all at once, and then she kind of wanted to step back a little. So it was almost like her doing, like she was like, I want to like kind of not be that much in the public
Did she
eye.
say it was the music video that was traumatizing, or just the industry in general, or both?
He was traumatizing to her. She did like a whole article about Robin Thicke and how like he made her very uncomfortable. But yeah, I mean, then she wrote that whole thing about just like the industry in general, and just like photographers in general were very settling to her.
Okay.
Something else that's, you know, just unsettling is Ricky Martin. What in the goddamn fuckery?
He is living La Vida Loca, I'll tell you that right now. But this is the thing. Is it just an accusation that his nephew like wants money off him, whatever? But these are like really fucked up claims.
Really fucked up claims. Once I see the word incest, like I'm out. Like I gotta go. Like that is so fucking uncomfy. And it's just so crazy to think that like people can have like such a good career, be so insanely famous, and then one day like all of their secrets just come out. Like look at Bill Cosby. Like I feel like I think about Bill Cosby a lot more than the average person, and I'm just like,
I watched a documentary about him.
Really?
You have to watch it. You have to watch it. It's fascinating because it shows like how much he gave back to like children. Like he loved educating, and just like what a genius he was comedically, but he just always was such a creep with women. Yeah, and how he like, and you get confused because these people have sides to them that are really great. But then like he literally was leaving evidence in like interviews, basically joking about like drugging people all the time, and everyone just kind of would laugh.
Like I have had a lot of drunken nights. Never once in my life has it run through my brain to be like, maybe I'll drug this person.
No, it's a sickness. It's a sickness. But yeah, this is wild, but he is denying it.
Yeah.
Honestly,
he's not married, right? No, he's not married.
I think he is married.
Is he?
Yeah.
Oh, is that where the domestic violence claims are coming from? Or was it, hold on, let me look this up. Because, or is it from like his past? Oh, you're right. He is married.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my God, he got married and he is 50 years old. I will say he looks
great.
I can't knock his skin routine. Okay. The man looks good. He has 4 kids. Here's the thing, when like things like this happen, that's who I think of the most. I'm like, oh my God, how awful for his children just to like have to deal with all of that.
And also he was like out of the public eye for a bit, and this is like what brings him back. It's like, Jesus.
Let's see what his net worth is. 130 million. Wow.
Oh, wow. Oh my God.
What?
Speaking of crazy relationships, there is a girl who is in such a redemption era right now. Huma Abedine.
Yep, she deserves it.
She dated Anthony Weiner. Was
married to him.
Oh yeah, she's married. And Anthony Weiner was like the next big thing in New York City politics. And then he gets exposed for like the dick pickies. I don't even know the extent of it. I don't really care.
He tweeted his own dick pics.
Thank you for clarifying.
Because that story fascinated me.
So and also Elliot Spitzer. There's a combination of like Spitzer, like the like everything about him. It just
here's the other thing. I love when people look like their name.
He looks like his name.
like an Elliot Spitzer.
Yeah, like you literally get like a jolt of creepiness just hearing his name. People also then tried to make it like she was having an affair with Hillary Clinton because they were like close. That was like a thing that was happening, whatever. Nothing was confirmed. Now this woman is with a Bradley Cooper, who I do have to say we don't know who he is. He could be a monster, but I love just the jump.
I fucking love it.
Ladies, if you're with a man who's like Elliot Spitzer, your Bradley Cooper's out there, okay?
Wait, is Elliot in jail? No, he's just like a disgraced politician. I love when women, like, okay, I don't obviously love when women go through like a tragedy of like in their marriage, but I love when women really meet someone in like later in their life that like that's who they're supposed to be with. Like they were supposed to go through this like traumatizing time to like grow and all of these things to happen like personally, and then they meet someone and it's like, this is it now, this is the rest of my life. And I really hope that they're having like a George Clooney Amal sitch.
It was giving George Clooney Amal vibes, and I do think just because like Disney makes it like, oh, you find your one person and you live happily ever after, sometimes you have to try a couple,
right?
And also with dating, you got to figure it out. Everyone has a different path, but like some people are meant for you at certain times of your life. She stood
process of elimination.
Yes, and she stood by Elliot Spitzer like during it all. Like she stood by his side for the politics, and then now I hope she's having so much fun. I also love Bradley being with like a woman like age appropriate and really smart.
I love that too, because I also love the meme that's like, if you work like a normal job and you like are naturally pretty and you're doing your thing, like don't let these Instagram bitches like make you feel like you're not great. Like you, like that is true. What is the word?
That is the reality.
No, like that is just like that's great. Like she's just like a normal ass girl who like was put in a fucked up situation because she married the wrong fucking guy, and now she's getting her.
I wonder how they met. I want to know the tea. Also,
I think they met at a fundraiser.
Oh, okay, okay. We don't talk politics on Giggly Squad that much, but I just have to say, Ivana Trump, she died.
Awful.
Yeah, but like, she fell down the stairs? Like, I'm sorry.
Well, they showed the inside of her luxurious Upper East Side apartment.
The stairs were like insane.
It had spiral staircases throughout the whole thing.
Okay, but my thing is, I get it, but it's giving me like the staircase on Netflix. Like she was supposed to do a deposition like later that week about, like I don't know, but she had a deposition later that week regarding like, because she had information about certain political things. She's part of the family, and she dies right before, and she's been walking those staircases for a long time.
Someone killed her. Like, what?
Like, I'm still not convinced Bob Saget.
I'm also not convinced on the Bob Saget sitch.
I'm not convinced. I don't like these, like, she fell. I've watched enough murder documentaries, like.
Remember the staircase one? And then it was like, oh, but like an owl could have come in. I was like, no, it didn't.
Also, like, people fall all the time. You, like, hurt your hip. You don't die. She wasn't that old. She was in her 70s.
Before we go, last thing, I have to say the Armie Hammer of the world.
Is it a hoax or is it real?
I think he actually really was selling timeshares. Here's the part of the story that makes my heart warm. Rich people helping rich people. Robert Downey Jr. paying for his rehab stint and paying for his family to like be in LA and like just like funding his life until he can like get it back on track. And I did look up, did Armie Hammer actually eat someone? That has been cleared. Like he did that.
Okay, but this is my question.
Like, he did do fucked up shit to some girls.
Where did the money go?
Okay, then I read something else that was like, yes, obviously Armie Hammer is like one of the heirs to the Arm & Hammer fortune and is set to like inherit like $180 million, something, a lot of fucking money, but like currently is not on that payroll. And this is what I also hate about rich families. What if my grandfather had $180 million, if you think I'm not knocking on his front door being like, what's the deal, bro? Like,
Paige, regardless of his rich family, that man was a A-list celebrity. Where did that money go?
drugs and like hookers and like being awful human. He spent it all. I mean, that's crazy. He was number one on my list.
I know.
It really made me look inward because I was like, what is it about me that I'm picking these absolute sociopaths? Like when it came out that Armie Hammer was a cannibal, as any narcissist would do, I looked at myself and I said, why did I like you so much?
I feel like I'm so good with women. Like I can tell with women, you know, like a woman will do something. I'll be like, I knew it.
Yeah.
I knew, like Jen Shah, I knew it.
Yeah.
I could see
part
that.
of me that was like, I feel like Jen Shah might be telling the truth. And then like, I'm guilty. And I was like, okay.
But then like with men, because they're like a little bit tall, they could murder someone and I'll be like, you know what? He probably did that for a good reason though. You know, like I'm so bad at telling if guys are good people or not.
Armie threw me for a fucking loop.
To wrap this up, I have one documentary, speaking of disturbing men, on HBO. You'd love it. There's this whole series called Rich and Shameless. And one of the episodes is about Girls Gone Wild and the reality of it. And the founder, who was the founder? What was his name? Do you remember he did that dating show? Joe Francis. Okay.
How do I know that? But I can't remember my fucking like social security number.
But you can't spell restaurant.
No one can spell restaurant. That's a trick question.
So this guy, Joe Francis, he's a hustler, whatever. And he starts doing the Girls Gone Wild shit. But it like went way too far. He would get girls to like go in their Girls Gone Wild thing and pressure them to like go too far. They'd always be drunk. He'd get them to sign a release. And then
a lot of them underage too.
A lot of them are underage. Yeah. And then he would like, some of them wouldn't even know they're filming. And then he would like take a photo and use it and put it on like the cover of stuff. And it was so fucked up and so disturbing. But Girls Gone Wild was like, do you remember how popular it was on like MTV all the time? The commercials being like, bye Girls Gone Wild. And I don't know about guys our age if like they were actually buying all of it, but like it was really disturbing.
Videos? Like you could buy videos?
You basically, you'd buy a video and it was just like girls, normal girls showing their tits, and then there'd be like deeper ones.
Here's another reason why I hate men, as if I needed one. But okay, perfect example. I'm watching Love Island right now. When the new guys like come on and like I see them and they're like, I'm 23. I'm immediately like, ugh, gross. Like, that's like so uncomfy. Like, I want you to date the other 23-year-old girl. But like, if I'm on Love Island, like, I'm not going for like the 23-year-old guy.
No.
How guys can look at a girl that's 18, even past the age of 25, honestly, and not get like grossed out.
Yeah.
Like, how are you buying a video of an 18-year-old girl showing her tits? Like, I don't get that.
But the thing is, I don't hate to say it, it's not all men, but like you really have to know the dude you're with. Like,
yes,
I hate to say it, but if your guy loves going to strip clubs too much, I don't like it. I just don't like it. I think it's great. If your guy's following too many girls on Instagram, it's like, weird. I don't like it. I will literally be so turned off. Like, I'll be like, oh, that guy's hot, and see he's following like tons of Instagram girls, and I'm just like, he's not my type.
Gross.
It's not my type.
One time have I followed a guy just because he's hot?
I have. You've never followed a guy because he's hot?
But no, like an Instagram male model, no.
I
follow just because they're hot. Now I need to know who it is.
There's like random, like this one German model, but I'm also not following like a ton of them. There's like 3.
Send me him, and now I need to see him.
You know what? Because I think it's empowering. I follow it.
I'm going to tell you something. Cute. I do follow a lot of guys that I'm like, he's funny. Now I also think you're hot. Follow.
Yes.
I follow a lot of male comedians, and I'm like, probably would.
Yeah. No, I know, girl. So yeah, this whole Rich and Shameless on HBO is really, really interesting. But now Joe Francis is like in hiding in some Caribbean island. So that's what the Caribbean is. It's all these rich guys selling timeshares and hiding from jail.
They ruined the Caribbean for us. We had one thing.
Craig only eats bread in the Caribbean. On that note, we love you guys so much and thank you for giggling with us.